Teachers need to be paid more is a common mantra among people who feel like teachers don't get paid what they deserve. But how much is it that teachers deserve? And why? In order to address the question if teachers are underpaid, we need to first think about a few facts about teachers and ask ourselves if we're really making a justified comparison. Fact: the average teacher makes about the same gross annual income as the average worker. Fact: the average teacher only makes slightly less than the average college graduate, but that income comparison may be a little closer when we consider teachers' benefits. Fact: teachers generally have a 40-hour-week contract and have summer months off. Fact: teachers often have annual contract security after the trial period in the first 1 to 3 years. So, with all these facts in mind, why do so many feel like teachers are being shorted cash? The reason why some people feel like teachers are underpaid is actually because the responsibilities teachers have cannot be fulfilled within the contract hours. It is mathematically impossible to comply with all legal regulations and highly effective practices within the contract hours. And teachers are kept from overtime due to federal law exemptions under 29 U.S. Code Section 213. On top of this, teachers often given themselves out of emotional guilt through either funding the classrooms out of their own pockets or working late to help tutor or grade papers, which means that schools often target soft-willed teachers for hire who will slit their wrists for the sake of students. Principals often call this unpaid self-sacrifice getting more involved at the school. Teachers are often afraid of leaving because of the steady paycheck and are worried that they won't have it any better outside of the school. So they continue to stay in the school system, creating a culture that says that teachers can be ground to the bone, because some wannabe educator is always ready and willing to sacrifice themselves and their paycheck for the sake of students. Teachers' unions can also prevent teachers from negotiating higher wages on an individual basis, which means that schools, which are funded via coercive taxation, can continue to pay whatever the lowest common denominator is, due to lack of legal competition. So, in sum, it isn't so much that teachers are underpaid, it is that teachers are given more responsibilities than can be fulfilled in their contract hours. And both federal law and pushover teachers sustain the system of compulsory education that would otherwise be impossible to meter out. If teachers were paid for the actual responsibility hours they had, and teachers were able to meaningfully negotiate wages, the public school system would grind to a halt. But until major reforms happen, the school system will be a race to the lowest common denominator, where only those who feel like they cannot do anything else teach.